Then we'll just guard the APC.
Welcome to Chaos March. Oh, what a day! Server
Drop it in a crevasse.
server crashes
For
and
fuck's sake.
more server crashes
Oh.
and map variation problems, and then stuff like this holds. So be it. But here we are.
I'm gonna go
all
say
the
this base is
chaos.
quite nice. Tank
It's been a
traffic
slow
front.
march. Haha, see what I did there? But it's still
Chili
Chaos
fence
March. We
along the
welcome
side.
you for watching. This
Mech
is the
size
third battle.
fence on the right and
This is
left.
Duchy of Small
that's
right
to
here,
hide
defending
the,
against the
mechs.
forces of the Blakist forces. They are
Wonder what the
down,
mechs are.
they are
Probably
tied
those
1-1.
giant
So this is map 3.
You think that?
Whoever
but
wins
they're
this will go up
actually under the
2-1,
guard towers.
and the first team that wins 3 maps wins.
Or, God forbid, in the bright red and gray hand.
No, that's crazy. Oh, that's just
Who the fuck puts pit max in hangar?
All right, let's see.
See
what's
that
up.
hill behind it?
Alright,
That
go.
behind that, they keep
Go.
the mechs. Go.
ECM stays active.
Y'all.
We played. You'll notice that we
TCM,
played
which is
TC
Deneb
Alte.
in
That's
the
because Paradise
Blakists.
Lost was doing one of its version
But it's
mismatches
all
on
active
us, which it
rest
does
of
from
the
time to
class.
time. Which is too bad because that is a beautiful map. Don't get me wrong, I love Alte, but Paradise Lost is kind of lost paradise. They're bringing all 700-meter range jump snipers with PPCs. They have 20 to 30 PPCs. The other team is bringing missiles. The original intent of the blue team's list was to utilize some jump sniping combined with a barrage of ATMs. They've mixed it up a little bit now to make it 2 battle armors with a little bit less jump sniper and a couple more missiles. So we'll see how that works. They have a narc missile and unlimited ammo. That APC cannot get destroyed. If the APC gets destroyed, this game is as good as over because the APC has ammo refill and 2 battle armor pilots that have 4 total lives apiece. So they can each of those little guys can respawn three times apiece. So this APC thing is very critical.
Delta 4, Delta 5.
Bearing?
Center of the map.
They have not a lot of radar really for either team here. They're going to be you're going to see a lot of visual scouting today. You're going to see a lot of direct fire weaponry. This is Clan Smoke Jaguar at pretty near full strength, taking on what's here of Wolverine's Rebirth, 12th VR KOS, and a couple
Charlie
of
2, Delta 2.
Mercs. I appreciate everybody. If you're watching this, I appreciate everybody's patience during the Sunday battles. It took us a while to get everything up to speed, but once we did, it was excellent. And the fights have been very fun. Short but fun.
Radar's clear so far.
On Paradise
Someone needs
Lost,
to be in the
both
south
teams took
to
a
know if
brawler
they're
list
going
instead
towards
of extreme
APC.
range,
not
which
want
was
the
a
APC to go
surprise to one of the faction leaders,
Should I
because
do
one
it?
of the faction
Take
leaders
care of it?
thought it was being innovative to bring
south.
all fast,
Tells
short-range
you the long-range
assets against the other
firepower here.
team that very
Don't move up
90%
so far
of the
to
time
Charlie
brings
3,
a
stay in
long
Charlie 2,
tom
Delta 2,
or
like I
a
said.
other long-range assets. Extreme range Paradise Lost is, and that it was not that case. And 2 teams walked in front of each other at 50 meters and blew up a bunch of stuff.
Ozil, moving on your position up, Chuck. Close.
Yeah, moving out. I'm out.
So we'll follow the Blakists here as they attempt to snipe.
Engaging
They have
New
no
Zealand
problem
back.
getting close,
They
so
are
they're
moving on
going
the
to get.
western VA
Yeah,
position.
They're going to try and close distance here. They
Converge
have
on Delta
number
2.
of. They have
They are
probably
aware.
40 machine guns, maybe
Stay away
even
from
60
the
machine
field lines, do
guns.
not lure 'em near.
Yep,
So they're going to get away from the missiles. And
There they are.
is the
Not
battle
happy.
over before it even began? Let's find out.
I'm moving into the rocks.
Can move up a bit if you need to.
Marius
lot of MGs.
has 3 lives remaining.
Contact.
Marius is down. I'm moving.
That is definitely a problem that they
Zero.
have anti-battle
There's a
armor
tunnel,
weapons
my
on
location,
every single asset.
keypad
Standard
1.
PPCs.
Don't worry about the tunnel. Just stay alive,
I-
get tags where you can.
I'm in the tunnel. I've got
One unit heading
enemies
south
above
from the
me.
show.
Then just stay safe.
I'm moving to intercept. the
Wow,
unit
I
south.
mean, okay, they're getting some hits,
Move up a bit.
and the
Move
missiles
up a
at
bit
this
towards Delta
distance
3.
mean that
Yep.
every time they
That way
jump
if we
up,
press, we can all hit them.
missiles are these ATMs travel
Don't
so
worry,
fast
Upchuck.
that they're able to track, so they can't jump right now. And Proxima is counting on them being able to jump
I will
up
head to you in a
in the
second to see if I
air,
can just start
fire,
hitting
and
them
go
and get them to move
down.
off your
But those
position so we can
missiles are
engage.
making that a bit hard. Now the battle armors are the
They're
close-range
retreating,
enforcement
they're falling
assets
back to
here,
Fox
and
5,
they
radar.
are working on trying
Kaitos
to
are dropping,
damage
they're
these
dropping to Fox
things.
5.
Now, if
Let's
they
move up
find
to
that
Echo 3 where I
APC,
am.
like I said, this is going to be a major
Crossing
problem.
Echo 4.
So the battle armors are going to use
But
up their
they're
lives and
dropping
go
down
pew
into
pew
the
pew
ravine,
pew. They
Echo
have their
4,
own
at
PPCs
least
with
one.
550 meter
We're between
range,
them and the APC.
but
One in the
those machine guns. So they have to be very careful
That's
here
a lot of
about
Uziels moving east.
about
into the
doing damage. Now
plains,
they're also the
F5.
scouts, so that helps too. They're not.
That's why
They don't have
RT-ATM.
enough range to use a tag laser. The battle armors in this case normally would utilize a
Upchuck,
target
move back to the
acquisition
center.
gear
We've got the
laser
sensor
tag, as we
under
call it,
control.
and all
Move
those
away from
missiles
the
could
APC,
fly
they are
overhead,
moving far east.
not
They are retreating
dumb
to
fired,
Echo 6.
and then
It
start
looks
tracking towards the laser when it was
Guys, follow
applied.
me into Echo
But in this
3,
particular
please.
case, they can't do
Below
that
these
because
rocks.
they don't have enough range with the ATMs. With the
Roger that.
ELRMs or LRMs, they would be able to do that. And
going
B,
overland
that
north of
the
K.
battle armor have to
They
deal
are
with
out of
so much anti-battle armor firepower. Now the fact that there's two battle armors
It looks like they're
means
just
that they
gonna
can kind of
go
cover each
counterclockwise
other
around
or
the
set up
center.
from two different
Fox
positions.
3, keep at
But
6.
they are not carrying assets, and I'm starting to think that that's what Proxima, the leader of the Smoke Jaguar forces
They
here,
are in
is
Echo 6
deciding
holding
is that
position
they're
by the
down
river.
two carrying assets. We're going to force them to come to
Keep
us.
moving up under
So
the bridge a bit.
Proxima is doing that, or
They look
he's
pretty
repositioning
squishy.
in
I've
order
seen a ton
to
of Uziels.
close
It
in,
is mainly
because they
Osiris.
can use their weapons
But they know they
at
do
700
have-
meters and under versus the ATM missiles, which
do
are
have
only
two
good from
VAs, so they might be
125
trying to
meters
take the time.
to
They are
700
going
meters.
counterclockwise.
So
If you wanna
Proxima's
cut
team
them off,
definitely has
my
the advantage
suggestion, go
with
clockwise around the map.
closer range
Meet up
firepower, and
about
they can
Delta 3 and
counter
try
those battle armors
Clockwise towards
rather
Delta
well.
3, please.
I think Antares is
Delta
watching
3.
their back to make sure the battle armors don't follow them, as Proxima continues to follow the river for
Alright, we'll see
a
you on the
flanking
map,
maneuver,
Upchuck.
I
If
believe.
you wanna head to
There's
Delta
lots of cover
4,
on this map.
when they come around counterclockwise
It's certainly
on the
wide
map,
open,
you can
and
tag
that's
them
why you're seeing
before the
ATMs
main
and
battle
mid-range weapons
engages.
like
I'll pursue them
PPCs.
around the map.
But there are very few spots where there is
Yeah,
no
wait till they're
cover.
in
The
range
river,
of us
the
before you
rocks
tag.
back there, beautiful map, SavannaPro.
okay.
Play it sometime.
I think I just saw
Very
the
much
last one
like
moving
this
through Echo
map,
6, so you've got a
very,
bit of
very
time,
much.
they're not
And
grouped up properly.
so Proxima's moving out here. Let's see how Invictus, the leader of the Duchy
Are we
Resistance over
continuing
here,
through
is
Delta 4, Delta 5?
working.
Enemy
They are
spotted.
attempting
Yes,
to
Delta 3,
reposition
hold there
themselves.
until further
And if we go
notice.
to
It
the
looks
Blimp
like they're
Cam,
retreating up
brought
the
to you by
river on the eastern side of the map,
mekmaster.com,
at least
learn
on
about how to
Delta
play
7.
in the Chaos March and the other assets. They've got a pretty
Poking
good
out that they
mix
have a big red
of
Uzi
backup
pointing out from
weapons.
the
It's
We
not
are
like they're
hanging in
completely
Delta 3.
helpless here, but they do not have
Delta 3 units, I'm moving to
enough
Alert.
firepower to take on 40 PPCs.
Time
and
is
the
our enemy
poor-
here, so
Poor server.
because we're down 2.
Well, we don't want to give
Having
up
to
the
deal
middle.
with 40
Give
PPCs
me a
firing at
second.
once.
They're
That,
they're behind
well,
that
not
hangar
40,
in Bravo
30,
7. They're gonna
30.
go skim the edge of the map.
anyway,
Whoa.
an exciting
If
battle
they
so
start
far.
trying to
All
hold
about
position,
positioning. It's always about
that's when we
positioning
start
in the
to
Chaos
move up,
Marches. We
okay?
see the two teams
Until
moving.
that time, let's hope they
And,
get a little closer. We can charge.
Proxima deciding after taking a barrage of firepower, they're going to come to us.
units in Delta.
They're going to come to us. We're going to set up a kill box over here where their ATMs will do nothing, and maybe we'll reposition after that.
Alright,
But right
they're
now,
holding
let's just
stealth.
recollect over here
See you on the radar
and
anyway,
and
You're a little
reposition.
like
Where should we? Where
Let's
should
get out of this ravine.
The camouflage
Go to
is
the north
so
of Delta
wonderful in
3.
this game. I
Couple
don't
minutes.
even know what to call that.
Outside.
I just know that's the camouflage of the week.
Position should
Congratulations,
be about
SJ-Fire61.
Alpha 5
You are the
by now.
camouflaged
Left,
mech of the
left,
week.
there they are.
May the camouflage
6,
ever
Alpha
be in
6.
your
Moving west.
luck.
Okay, everyone. Chop at Delta 3 towards
Almost
Charlie
committed
3.
some
Rally
copyright
there.
there. I don't want to
Enemy
pay a
spotted,
license
they're
to say the actual thing. So anyway,
At the top
Marius
of Bravo
is
6.
acting as the scout
That
at the
little
moment,
rocky
trying
outcrop,
to stay
they're at the
away.
top
Battle
point of
armors
that.
aren't as invisible to radar as they used to be. They can be seen a
Somebody's
good
must have
300 meters out now. It used to be
Yeah.
that they wouldn't be seen
Waiting
until,
for
say,
it.
100 meters. And Marius has to be very careful here because if
Move
they
on
see
over to
him,
Beta 4.
they will explode him.
Bravo.
And while he
they're
has
moving
those
to Bravo 5.
respawns, he probably would like to save those for when
They're all
he
moving west
and
now. Looks like
go
they're-
towards the
Upchuck
Beta
are
3
working
rock,
in combination.
opponent
And I'm a bit
is.
surprised that Upchuck, let's find out where Mr.
I'm
Upchuck
gonna
is.
start hitting them in the back now.
straight for this rock. They're heading for Bravo 3.
Upchuck is sitting a little further up
Engaging.
the
Where
river
we are.
to set up some crossfire, apparently. And I've lost my camera angle.
Faster than
Eyes on 60 degrees.
Now, once they discover that they're being hit by the battle armor, as you can see, they'll
So they're on the other
turn
side of this
around
rock.
and utilize some of their weapons.
Set up behind this rock.
Now they're trying to set up a firing line with those ATMs, and firing those
high value,
ATMs
back
requires
off.
more coordination than firing those PPCs. Those PPCs, you just
Minus
pew,
location.
pew, pew, like that.
Move up to Delta.
But the
Bravo 3,
ATMs,
Charlie
you
Delta.
have to time them together for maximum effect, so that you're firing at the same time, exposing
guys.
yourself at
Need
the
to-
same time, and
back
utilizing
towards
a
PPC
target
if we
acquisition
need to.
laser. They're using that on the
That's worst.
Vulture
The opponent needs
that
to
was
break up
added
and
to their
retreat.
list late yesterday.
Oh, they are right
So
there.
the
There's a
Vulture,
ship
they're
map.
able to fire their missiles,
Back
and the
off
Vulture
towards Charlie
is
2, please.
the Vulture is able to come in. Now the PPCs smell blood. They want to fire on everything, and that's why they're jump jetting. They're within the
Hold
range
down
that those ATMs can't hit them as well
Back
as
up.
before, and so now they're just going to be like a bunch of flies, just going up and down,
Look at
pop
all
tarting.
those
We got a bunch of toasters, up down, up down, up down, firing, and the missiles are too slow to expose them. That's why you see Invictus's team trying to counter them by moving out to distance and making that rock not provide any cover for them. But as I said, positioning is how you win this game. Now the battle armors are going to try to get on foot to get in there to distract them, and Mari's doing everything it can. But you can see that they're pincered.
I'm gonna move over to Bravo 4
But
and
they have the advantage here because they can move left, they can move right, they can move back.
and
The
forth.
ATM assets have to pull back completely and reposition. I would be setting up. You
Gonna
see
need
that the
that
water
tag
that just
soon.
spurting up in the upper left part of the hill here? I would be going way up there with the ATM assets if I were them. But the PPC assets could then probably circle
Right,
them
now that we've got
in.
them engaged,
And
we're gonna
so
put
right
APC
now the
further north
PPC is
into Delta.
trying to make up for the fact that they took so much damage from those ATMs early. Vic Viper and a few of the other assets here took a lot of damage early on from the ATM fire. They do have a couple of LRMs, but I wouldn't be
Better figure out
surprised
the
if they
arm.
start asking the battle armor to
Get it to
bring
cover
a tag
round.
laser, one of the two, because then they could fire their missiles way off here, over here to the left, and then Upchuck or Marius could be tagging the missiles in like a yo-yo on a curve and bringing them back around to the back.
Beware, they
And,
have energies for days. APC
and so-
has now moved into Delta
And so
3.
Upchuck has moved in. They're starting to break off a bit, as they do not have to push. Remember, the two battle armors are not assets
Move
that
up,
can be
guys.
the last thing alive.
ammo
If
to get
the
those
battle
missiles
armors are the only thing left alive, then
We're too far.
the battle ends immediately.
Tag,
So
they'll follow
now,
the
so
tag.
so now the Upchuck is trying to get into cover, and they're going to go
Follow.
all go after that battle armor. And as they go, they expose themselves to missiles, but they're approaching and Vic Viper's at the edge of their missile range right at the moment. So I'm a bit surprised that Proxima's having them run out in the open ground, where a lot of those laser
Upchuck, have
missiles
they
are going to be
passed
good.
by
And
your
remember, the
position
missiles
now?
have
They'll
unlimited
be
ammo. As
still
long as that
Yes.
APC does not get destroyed, the armored personnel carrier APC doesn't get destroyed, they can fire those missiles all day long.
Try pursue if you can. Use your
Now,
PPC.
unfortunately for Marius and Upchuck,
Pyro has
machine
to
guns have unlimited ammo now. They can jam up if you fire them for too long,
Make sure you
but
turn off your
it does
radar,
not take much to
Yeah.
destroy it. So Proxima says, "Screw this. We're going back. They come to us. We're
they're
up
out of range.
2 assets. The battle will end if
All
they
right,
don't
yeah,
make any
move back to the
kills,
center.
Alright, rejoining group.
and they will the blue team will automatically lose if they don't make any kills on the red team. So that's why they're repositioning here, and they have plenty of area. As long as they don't enter that red and gray base where we spawned, we're good. Any other part of the map is completely legal, and there's a whole,
southeast and try and get 'em.
So,
what an excellent spot for all the
Let me try
UZLs.
this.
southeast towards Charlie 7, please.
They're giving chase,
what
and the
were
one
you in?
thing that they do have, the UZL is not
I'll try to get back
slender.
to it.
It's a very wide asset, very big profile for medium, and
Charlie
it's not
8 already.
particularly fast. It'll move 87, but for
Cut
a
'em off
medium
towards
that
Delta
can
6.
normally do 100, that's not terribly fast. And the
That's a huge fight
other
from Austin.
assets
They're on the
over
way
here
back
can
and they're
travel
moving
at the
out.
same or better speed. So outside of the fact that the
yeah,
battle
yeah,
armors
yeah,
are going to have a
yeah,
hard
yeah.
time moving at their average speed of 60
Forming
kph
on
to catch
Charlie,
up, you can see
Yeah,
that
don't
they're
run right into
moving
them.
up.
Stay in
And,
Charlie 6 for a second.
You know what's awesome about the Chaos March players
They are
is
running
that
to the
despite
hill
all
and
of
Delta
the
8.
issues that we had today,
They are not
once we
turning
got everything
around.
sorted out and relaxed, everybody came in. We
Yeah,
didn't miss
keep
a
going
beat. We
towards
had
Delta 7.
enough players
Yeah,
to
just
play
running
3
the fuck away
maps
from us.
without adjusting the list,
Pursue.
and
Probably
that's
gonna try to
awesome.
use
So
that
thank you, Chaos March
rock
players,
and echo
for your
Upchuck.
patience and
F4,
server
move to
admins
F4.
for coming and
I jumped right
saving
over.
my ass on
I jumped
Sunday.
over the net. I
You
jumped
guys
over
are
the
all
thing, had
awesome.
damage.
Anyway,
Apparently
so
it dropped
they're
my weapons.
repositioning now here.
Wait, you took my mech?
Why did you get out of it?
He disconnected.
Oh my god.
Not supposed to take his nutmeg.
Engaging. Enemy on Echo 6.
Battle armors may only enter mechs that they cockpit, in other words, that they kill the pilot out of,
They're
and the
just
mech
running.
is unoccupied.
Keep
They can do
pursuing.
nothing on that. So they're trying to close the distance at the
Trying to
moment.
get a
Marius
straggler.
trying to do what he can, but he's got, so many
There's
machine guns.
Uziel
Marius
over here
has
in
got
Fox
2 lives
7G7,
remaining, I believe.
Pretty beat up.
And so they're attempting to make the attack. The ATMs have softened the enemy
Alright,
up
but then
enough
they
that they are
don't
trying
respond.
to make
Might need to
a
retreat a bit.
kill or multiple
Yeah, this
kills.
Uziel to the very left.
But they have to focus fire. They made a kill.
Okay, yeah,
They still
keep
have to
going.
make one
Keep
more
pursuing.
kill.
I think there was
Then-
another straggler next to him.
Then the 2 teams would
Yep.
be in a position for a
In
tie.
front of us.
I think that they're beat up at this point. To be honest with you, I think Proxima's team has taken enough damage, and that they have the
Nice.
carrying asset. They do not have the
Keep
carrying
pursuing.
asset now. This is tied, and they are now caught in a corner against missiles. They will be
Where are you?
forced to
it's
go
all
down into cover, and they may not make it. One more barrage of missiles
anyone
may
need
take
ammo?
down Shooter's
Yeah,
engine.
don't pursue
Death Lord
into there.
trying to go into there, and now we've ended up in the place that it's seemingly every
They went
battle
over.
in modern times has ever
Alright,
happened.
Let's go around
The
towards our ABC
cave.
for reloads.
Welcome to the cave of Living Legends here on SavannaPro. You can see that if you have jump jets, you can make it in. The battle armors
They're
are
all
going
in
to love
level 5
this,
right now.
because you can be right
That's
up
the ones I
here.
see.
Pew! And the PPC has
Straight
recoil
at
that
the
it
ground.
kicks you back. So the
Upchuck,
battle
you guys
armors,
have-
if they can get into position here, are going to own these assets if they don't move.
I got moved
You can see that they're attempting to realize this and
Alrighty,
moving
they
up to
are
higher
in Delta 5. We're
ground.
gonna have to move
The
ATM
ATMs have a
right
minimum
here.
range of 125
We're headed
meters, and
towards
this
it for
cavern
reloads.
is not
They are underneath the
approximately
hill in
that
Delta
big.
4/5.
So now
Powering
Proxima's
up,
done a good
moving
job of taking his
Yeah,
assets, but remember, they are
West.
Out of the
even on
ravine
carrying
out
assets at the
west.
moment now.
Just get it out of the ravine.
And Shooters, one of these assets back is out, smoking, so they're
moving
only going to be able to
south.
move at half speed. You can see Phylexes is
Split
taking
up
some
for
pretty
some
good
reason.
damage himself.
Yeah, why are we split up?
And now Proxima
East,
wants
Regroup
to
in Alpha F5.
do
Regroup in
what
F5.
Yeah,
the
turn
other team did to
around,
him,
go to Foxtrot
which
5.
is chase after an asset that got
Yeah,
stuck behind
I'm
and
moving
blow it
to the
up.
left.
Somebody behind.
So now they're trying to get into range. Proxima wants blood or die trying. That's exactly what's going on here. They're going to try to kill Dave Sparrowhawk and Clone Sarge. Now they have killed Phylexes, so now they're up 3. Now they're
coming
up
back.
1 carrying asset. Proxima bringing his forces, saying, "Screw it. This is our line. This is our time. This is how the battle will
Yeah,
end. We're going to attack."
If you push
He's
into
telling
the
his
one
team to
that's
come
beside
in.
you,
They're
No,
trying to
no,
close
no.
within 125 meters of the enemy assets. That's not quite happening at the moment. And now Rask and Carbonell are going to be in a lot of enemy fire. They try to get back. Proxima's lost an arm. Rask is down, and this is quickly becoming a victory for the
Uziel that is crippled on the other side of
defense
this rock.
forces, as
Yeah, just
there
down,
just
down.
isn't much left. They're trying to get caught up there.
America.
Remember, they were already damaged coming in that battle. The ATMs exploded them very badly early on, took a lot of damage, and now it's just a matter of time. They do not have the remaining firepower. They will try to make a kill or two, because the
One
the
lonely
battle
Uziel
armors
Echo 5,
do
he's
make
one shot
do
in
make
the
this
back.
interesting.
See if I
But
can
at
get
this
the
point, the
Dutch
battle
fire.
armors are just going to push in, and now Invictus is going to say kill. That's his only instruction, is going to be kill the enemy, because now they don't even have to rely on the ATMs.
Air kill.
Positioning was all about this, and at the end of the day, the Uziels got caught out of position, and the
Andrew's
ATMs
still
were
up.
able to just
was
rain
in the
down out of the
Raven.
sky. It's the
Yeah, he's almost
equivalent
in.
of taking on the Romans, and the sky gets blotted out. You get in the wrong spot, and they
Oh.
blow you up with all
Nice.
the
Hell.
with all the bow and arrows. So that's what happened
Now where's
here.
the last
So we see you next time on the Chaos March
that's
Network.
it.